Sitting at home,
looking for video games.
guess you could call us Video Bros.
Alright guys, welcome back to Video Bros.
Hey guys. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm used to Mega Man controls. I was pressing this instead of this. Okay. Now let's see where we have to go. I think it's, no. Go back. I think it's this way.
Alright. So, Brandon's playing this right now. I'm gonna be playing a little bit. We're gonna get out of the fucking lava.
I was trying to see if we had the suit yet that allows you to, like, not get hurt by it, but I guess
There's one thing I want to talk about, and I didn't talk about in the last session we just did. Is this whole thing now that apparently Steam, even though I don't use Steam much because I have a Mac, I can't really get a lot of games from there from Steam. But the games I can get are pretty good. But I don't really like PC gaming that much. Only because if I can use a controller with it and I can hook up to my TV, that's a different story. But I cannot hook it up to my TV at this moment, so that's not an option for me. I don't really like. I don't like using laptops much because it's too much. Like, I don't like to say that it taxes too, like the amount of power that you need to run games in the first place. It's not that I don't have a bad laptop. I just don't want it. I have a great laptop. Trust me. But I just
new too. He didn't get that.
Yeah, I got it to the latest specs I can get it to, and the highest.
Francis, you're like I
don't like it. Yes, I know. It's not great, but I don't like it either. I don't know. I can't do Francis. Anyway, so
I don't think you'd be able to.
Basically, like I said, it's not that PC gaming is bad. Like, we're playing PC games right now, and these games are great. But these are also games that are on that are just like
oh yeah, we can't go there yet.
On the Super Nintendo and the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy Advance and so on and so forth.
Yeah, this has like the graphics of Zero Mission, which was the remake of Metroid, and it was on Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, but anyway, even like it's just like if I could take a game. Because I wanted to buy a computer where I could just like have a Steam machine. I want to get one of those, but I don't know how great they are yet, and because you really have to like get it's like a waste of time kinda. At the same time, because you're losing functionality over power and whatnot. But anyway, Steam and in a hole now and getting rid of, and it's a controversial thing right now where they're getting rid of their Greenlight.
The Greenlight program. Steam
which
Greenlight.
I think is better than what they have now, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't know if it's done with it yet, because they haven't announced any pricing or anything for their new program about how you have to pay to get into the Steam now, which I'll talk about in a second. But basically, what Steam Greenlight program was, like any other company, like a TV network, a movie company or movie production company, a big game publishing company, or a big game company like Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo. They go out and they crowdsource all these people, and people come to them and they say, hey,
this is what we were up to.
This is what we're up to. This is what we're okay. This is what we're. Here's a game. If you like it, you can use it. You can have it on your system. If you don't like it, then it's whatever. But basically, and if it's a popular game, then it gets supported on multiple consoles. That's a different story. But Steam Greenlight works in a way where you want to read this?
Yes. Analysis of the Sentinel shows evidence of unknown organic tissue. Most of it's concentrated in the torso region. Torizo's armor plating is light enough to give it great mobility, but also leaves it vulnerable to standard weapons. According to Chozo history records, the construction of such advanced types of sentries was performed exclusively by the most gifted. Created with biological matter and mechanical components, this makes it difficult to reliably calculate its combat abilities. Okay.
Alright, so Brennan tried to destroy this mecha, whatever it's called.
Torizo is what its name is.
Torizo. And how like Pokemon Trolls, eh?
I don't know, I was thinking of chorizo.
No.
Like, which is
oh, you need
Spanish
those,
thing.
but can you grab it? Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Basically, Steam's Greenlight program was where you would submit a game. It would get run through the developers to make sure that it runs properly at first. Run by the Steam people that run Steam. Make sure that the game runs properly, that it has good content and whatnot. And based on their votes and our own votes, what the fuck? Oh, you have them jump.
Might as well jump.
Based on user votes, on community votes, and Steam, the people that work at Steam, their votes, the game either gets greenlit or it doesn't get greenlit. What I don't understand though, and I still to this day will never understand though, is that company, I forget what the name of it is.
Digital Homicide?
Yes.
Yeah, that
How the
company,
fuck did every game get greenlit from them?
I think
that's what I don't get.
Because they made like free packs or whatever, where they would give away like a bunch of games for like $1. And it's just like, your games aren't even worth $1. You definitely didn't spend
they only probably got greenlit only because they made money for Steam.
You know, we should be careful with talking about them.
No, we're fine.
No, because
we're fine.
I'm afraid of getting sued by them.
You won't get sued by them. We're fine.
They can't take.
They have no legal action against anyone. They're fucking retards. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I know more about this than you do. They don't.
I researched it a lot from other people's videos, and of course Jim Sterling, because people a while ago, Jim Sterling, who's a really great critic, video game critic by the way, he did Let's Plays of him playing a bunch of games, that this company Digital Homicide made, including this game called The Slaughtering Grounds, and it's one of the worst pieces of shit anyone's ever seen. The company got really outraged because the guy, I guess, can't take criticism very well, and threatened to sue Jim Sterling and literally 100 different other Steam users. So that's 101 different people they threatened to sue in total. Do you know how much they were trying to sue Jim Sterling for? $15 million.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't even make that kind of money.
Just for expressing his opinions.
Like, I don't know what kind of money that YouTube. I mean, what money he has or makes. But YouTube doesn't.
He has a couple 100,000 subscribers. He doesn't have that much money like PewDiePie or Markiplier. He has 400 something. Yeah,
that's still
subscribers.
YouTube still doesn't give up that kind of money though. Either way. And but what I don't get though is that, okay, you're making money for Steam, so you get greenlit. But you know what makes no sense now? Their new program in which you have to where anyone and anyone can go on Steam. Like if I made a game right now on RPG Maker and I said, "Hey, you want to hack my game?" And it's like, "Sure." All they have to do is evaluate the game, make sure it works, and then they'll put a price on it based on how well they think the game is. Like, say if it was like Grand Theft Auto or whatever, and they put it on Steam, then you have to pay a fee between either. Well, actually, I don't know about what do you call it, about Grand Theft Auto. That's a bad choice of words, because even though Grand Theft Auto,
shit, I forgot that one's here.
Even though Grand Theft Auto has been on Steam plenty of times, I don't believe that they run differently. They're not a greenlit company, because all they have to do is get popular on another system or console, whatever, and then just port it over to them and have it distributed through Steam. But I think for the greenlit program, like if
that was the easiest one to kill.
The greenlit program, though, I think that that if I made a game, say if I made a game, right?
Yeah.
And say if it cost me $1,000 to make, just off the bat, right? They haven't put a price on it yet, though. But if I wanted to go and go onto Steam and with their new program when it goes into effect, and then get rid of the Greenlight program, I could say, "Hey, Steam, I want you to host my game, and I want to charge it for like $20, whatever it is, and I want you to distribute my game so I can make money off of it, of course."
I'll just go through here first.
Now they're gonna, okay, let us review it first. They'll review it, make sure there's nothing terribly like crazy or wrong about it. Like if it's not like anything like offensive or anything that'll really fuck someone up or get really controversy over and whatnot.
Oh, I can't go here yet. Damn
but,
it.
Anyway, so they'll review it, and then they'll pay anywhere between $100,000 and $5,000. They can put a price on it and say, "Well, we need you to pay a fee of $5,000." And then once you give that to us, your game will be on there forever. or however long, whatever, until your license runs up or whatever it is. Whatever they do with it. But see, that's what I think is a big problem though, because say if like they have money where they spent $1,000 to make a game, and they gotta pay all the, say if you're a small team, whatever. Say if you're like a small team, whatever.
Sorry, people. As I said in Mega Man session videos, which may or may not be up before this, I'm still getting over being sick. So yeah.
But if you are a small team or whatever, and you say if you're like 5 people, whatever.
Can't go here.
You gotta pay yourselves off, and you gotta pay off the people that work for you, right?
Yeah, I can't go.
There's no point of saying, oh, I want to go on Steam, and then have to pay a $5,000 fee, which you don't have, because your game only costs you $1,000 to make. Like, you're a small company, a very small company. You don't have that kind of money to shell out like that. So it's gonna hurt you in the long. It's gonna hurt you. $5,000 is a lot of money just to get a game up on a what do you call it?
On a platform.
On a platform. I mean, it probably costs more for like Nintendo or Sony or Microsoft, depending on if you're like one of those big AAA games that are out now, like Batman or GTA or I don't even know which one. I can't even imagine anything AAA related for fucking Nintendo anymore, because they don't have anything as of right now. And their games don't count though, because all their games are AAA no matter what.
Well, I'm not sure if you're talking. Well, never mind. That's not really AAA. I was gonna say Pokemon Sun and Moon.
No, but I mean it is AAA, but it's not like it's just an inclusive thing that doesn't get like how Microsoft and Xbox have Gears of War and they have Halo. Everyone else gets Sun and Moon or Zelda. Like the first party game role.
Now I have a wider range. Look.
But I don't like their system. What they should do is just do what Apple does or Google does. Just take your game, submit it to them, and pay a small fee of like $100 if anything. That's a small fee. The company Steam gets paid. They get paid for every sale you make anyway. So just do it that way instead of fucking saying, well, we're gonna charge you maybe $100 depending on what kind of game you have, or maybe $5,000 because your game's a lot better than this game. That's kind of bullshit. I don't care how good a game is. You shouldn't have to charge. You shouldn't charge different people different things based on how good of a game is.
That's really not a good marketing technique at all.
No, like if this game right here, another Metroid 2, wanted to go on Steam, if it could, and the guy was like, you know what, this game is really, really good. So you know what, we're gonna charge you $5,000. Because your game is really good, and you know it'll sell like instantly. A million of people will buy it automatically. But then you go a game like, I don't know, something like Digital Homicide, churns out every fucking day and a half.
Yeah, they make games weekly, by the way.
Yeah. Peace out, guys.